Hello again, magmawk here. What is this? This is the false prophet, Ultima 6. Who is this? It's a gypsy. Why would we ever want to talk with a gypsy again? It's the sea crab. No, it's Zoltan, king of the gypsies. If you remember way back in part 30, Mariah talked about the tomb. In particular, a silver tomb. So, she mentioned something about gypsies selling her the tomb. Speaking of selling, this guy wants information. So, what happened? They got ambushed by that jerk, Captain Hawkins. I'm gonna have a talk with him later on. Ahem. So yes, that's why they only got half the tomb back to Mariah. And it looks like they went to Buccaneer's Den. Yep, it's that island full of pirates, in the middle of nowhere. And if you need to, you can always buy reagents from these guys. Not a great selection, but fairly cheap. You won't always find them here though. They go in between about 4 or 5 towns at random times, so I can't help you too much on that. Hello there, Karina. Yeah, sure is a pretty name. How's life being a gypsy? You miss your sister. Tell me about your sister. Oh yeah, Penumbra. She's doing alright. Except for her dead husband. Aw. Don't let my girlfriend say that. Anyways, what is your job? You dance for gargoyles? That's racism. But I am tired of talking with the gypsies, seriously. Anyway, I said we were going to do more quests. Yes, and Silver Tomb is the next major quest. To find out more about why the gargoyles are being such jerks. However, and pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. You do not need to do the Silver Tomb quest to complete the Super Nintendo version. The PC version, on the other hand, you do. So, just for the benefit of it, a plot, I will do this quest. But Magma, isn't this kind of getting tiresome? No. Except for my feet. I'm tired of having to walk everywhere. And I could sail right into the Buccaneer's Den and get ambushed by pirates. With my dinky little skiff. So there's actually another mode of transportation you can use, besides a skiff and a frigate. And that's what we're going to quest for next. But right now we need to go out to the sea anyway. To the ocean. And from Chesnick we're going to go east and slightly south to our next destination. Yes indeed. I will provide a map at the end of this video, showing you where I'm going and maybe where I'm going next. Also, I like the sailing music. Also note, no random encounters when I'm in the ocean. Might be Super Nintendo cart limitations, but nonetheless, battling on a little bitty skiff wouldn't be a good idea anyways. especially since they changed it to a pseudo 3D overhead view. Speaking of views, Shimano, give us a view of where we are. In the middle of nowhere. Great. Ahem. Moving on, I'm still going east, although it's hard to tell. Please tell me I can cast on a boat. I can. But I can't do much else, except sail along. Eventually I should bump into an island here. Yes, here's an island. Looks like a nice little place to set up residence. Remember, always get your skiff after you depart from it. But what's this? A lot of swamp. And rot worms. Oh my. Not really a problem. But there's a strange thing about rot worms. Immune to magic arrow. And there's a whole bunch of other things, like hydras and gators here. So I might have to get psychotic on some of these enemies. And as you may have guessed, that's why I wanted to grind around on foot before I went on the quest to find out a second mode of transportation. Speaking of which, eat Fire Wand. This is not the island we want to be on, but it's a good landmarker, because we want to go east of here. I believe this place is called Serpent Island, but I could be wrong. It could be just an island in the middle of nowhere. But right now we're going east, and slightly south, to a place called Soltex. Yes, indeed. Yep, we're going east of Serpent's Hold to hopefully find what we need here. And pardon me while I use a gem again. Good idea to carry gems or a lot of reagents so you can cast Pure. Otherwise you might miss the island completely. It's a good thing you don't need a frigate, seriously. You PC users might need a frigate though to get across the ocean. And I will going to go to the southern part of this fine and dandy island. Where waiting for me is a lot of cute little bunnies. And wait, you can get attacked on a boat. That's not good. So let's depart and take out these rabid vermin. Cheers. Good night, sweet little bunnies. And they become easy pickings. Well, that was interesting, Magma. And remember, get your skiff, because you definitely don't want to lose that. And up here we are to good old Soltex. I wonder how he's been. Okay, apparently he's not home. And lock the door. And kids, we remember what we do with locked doors, don't we? We blow them up with powder kegs. So remember, anytime you want to raid a castle, just throw a powder keg at the door. It's sure to work every single time. Don't trust me? Well, trust me that it appears we can't go anywhere. Or can we? And when we come back, we'll see if there's actually a hidden door there. Spoiler alert, there is. Magmawk saying goodnight. And if anybody asks you for information, always give them $10. Seriously, don't do it.